Instead of them to go to Inahoro or to go to Akintola, they bounce on Igbos, killing them in thousands in Kano. Well, don't concern them. They are not the one that raised the motion of the independent. And listen to this man voice. He mentioned all the whole times Igbos were killed. Even the same Enahoro, when we have got independent, the same Enahoro, Pantoni Enahoro, was the one who rose motion again in the floor of Senate when Wafo Orize was the first Senate president of Nigeria, when he was a Senate in the First Republic. It was the same Enahoro raised emotion that this enterprise or this institution called Nigeria, they have seen that they cannot work. Let everybody divide now and go home peacefully. Enahoro is one that raised that emotion again. We the Igbos said no. We believe in one Nigeria. One Nigeria is the best. Enahoro talk. We Igbos said no. And
well, the Igbos have said no.
Because they believe in nationality and forsake themselves. Okay, even this man said that Igbo man never formed a tribal political party. NCNC, National Party, Igbo man form it. PDP, National Party, Igbo man form it. Igbo man always believe in National Party. They never believe in tribal party. But other regions believe in tribal party, like North, NPC, West, West, Action Group. From Action Group to AD to ACN. Then this one saying NCNC, National Party, NPN, National Party, PDP, National Party. All of them were consulted, were made up by Igbos. They never believe. Then why should you people hate Igbos? Why should people be killing Igbos? Now, if you say you don't want Igbos, then let them go. Don't force them to be with you when you don't like them. You don't want them to be anything. You don't, okay.
I mean, what kind of hatred is this? One is far from being from the pit of hell. It's something very destructive. It's people you don't want to associate with, and you're still holding them from going until you destroy them.
This is what this one was saying. If you don't need them, they cannot rule. You don't want them to rule. You don't want them to near any corridor of power. Even he said that, look at the people you killed from 1967 to 1970. Within a period of 4 years, look at how they have developed every Nigeria. Every look and corner of Nigeria. These people have developed it. You are still saying they are nothing. You don't want them. When they are the light, you are taking to see road.
No, that leads to another question. Yes, he mentioned of that just less than 40 years, the Igbos that were destroyed, massacred, and the entire infrastructures were leveled. Yet they are the one now giving light to almost all regions of Nigeria. All the states, they are enterprising, they are developing the regions. But those who never experienced war are backward, are still backward up to today. The entire region that never experienced war, they are backward. They are even claiming that poverty is their heritage, that they are more impoverished. I see some governors and senators, they claim that they are more impoverished. The North, even part of the West. But those who fought war, who were decimated, who were killed, almost 5 million, they bounced back, and today they are becoming the envy of all the regions, if not the entire ethnic nationalities.
Now, this is, as the man said this really, and who is he referring that have not witnessed war was the North. North and the West. Not having, apart from riot, not having witnessed war. West, apart from riot, they haven't witnessed war. The strongest riot West witnessed was Samuel Akintola faction and the Awolowo MP, the Awolowo Action Group faction, which
Operation West here.
Operation West. It was that time that mobile police was the first time created in Nigeria, called the anti-riot police. It was that trouble Igbo man was their own. Oh. No problem in Biafra land, no problem in eastern region. But to save the West, that revolution was carried out. And all of them agree that they will make Awolowo president of Nigeria with that election if they succeed on that revolution. But unfortunately, the revolution failed. It was called the Igbo man coup. The same Awolowo turned back against the Biafrans that saved him. You see? Now, the North have not witnessed war also. It was only riots they witnessed. But the Easterners, the Biafrans, the Eastern region, South, South, Southeast, and they got lost now, are the people who witnessed what is called war. Almost Second World War. Almost Second World War. Where world powers come together against a new nation, where the whole Arab Muslim come together against the new nation, where the whole China come together against the whole a new nation. Still, we survive. And now, those people that we are eating fine, that don't witness war, nothing in their place. Still, these people rise up, become a light to them. Look at when Govt returned from exile. I think Govt came across Niger. He was on Head Bridge, and look at Onitsha. How Onitsha was developed and built up. Govt said, "What is this Onitsha that we leveled in the war? Is it this Onitsha
That was leveled
in the war? Is this Onitsha have grown up like this again to become a city more than they were before?" Govt did not believe it. Govt did not believe it. I'm telling you honestly, not that I'm boasting. There are some villages in Anambra you will go. If you see kingdom, individual build, you never believe it. I'm not saying it's a house, it's a kingdom, palace. You never believe it. In my own village, go, in my own village, when I travel reach home, 2020, if you see mansion, small boys that I beat their mother when we are in school, that used to slap their mother cannot talk to me. If you see mansion these boys build, I put my hand like this, I say, what? You will not expect that to see that type of building in the village. Not only that one, but those do not fight the war. Most of them are living in mud house
up to today.
up to today. Okay, look at
Their regions are not developed.
from independence, apart from 6 months of Ironsi, from independence, not to rule Nigeria until 1976, when Murtala died, Obasanjo take over. Obasanjo take over and rule for 3 years. Then compare the 3 years and 6 months of Obasanjo rule also. If you bring 6 years of Ironsi, we call it 4 years interval from 1960 till 1999. It was not. It was not. Not. Till 1999, it was not. Apart from 3 months of Sheleko. Then Obasanjo took over from 1999. 8 years. That was the longest time a southern man, southwestern man have ruled. Then after that, Yaradua took over and ruled only 2 years. Death occurred. It's a pity. Death occurred. Then Jonathan took over and ruled 6 years. That's the highest. And that is 6 years he ruled. It was with bow and arrow. They took him front, they took him back, both north and west. They took him. Finally, they formed APC and take Sue Jonathan out. Now, all of us in the same. But the same people, the same South, Southeast are still the lot of Nigeria.
Up to today,
up to today.
especially I have observed that even in the West, the Igbos or the Eastern people contributed more than 80% of the development in the West. Let me not be biased, up to 60 to 70% of the development across the entire North. The same thing happens. These are people who are just coming from the wounds, from the hostility of war. And yet they are light. Why is it that Nigerians hate light? Igbos are light. But their contribution, immense contributions across the regions. No part of the country you will go, you will not see an Igbo man. He's not begging, but he's developing, contributing to the national development of those regions.
Well, if you come, as you said, if you come to north and the west of Nigeria, the Igbos, apart from government establishment, but individual establishment or community establishment, the Biafrans in the north and west contributed 90% of their development.
Correct.
Apart from government establishment, but coming to individual or community development, the Biafrans contributed 90% of development in the north and the west. They contributed it. And you are asking, why is this hatred? Because the hatred is because of what potential, your potential God deposited in you, which you yourself don't know. The north and west know the potential in Biafrans, but the Biafrans don't know. They're just moving like a sheep without shepherd. That's what now they gotta come up now. Someone never come out to shepherd us, but some people still do not agree. You understand? Why they hate Weebos? There's a word we Biafrans always said that overtake is allowed. In Biafra land, overtake is allowed. But in the north and the west, overtake is not allowed. So they see you when you are developing that want to overtake them, and really you have overtake them, then they become envious. That's the only thing. Because they see whenever you come, you overtake without a sword, without a gun, without a bow, without arrow, even without exchanging bad words, you overtake. This is why they hate you and they don't want you. And the you that they hate don't know that they hate you. You think that they love you. We, dear friends, mostly Igbo extortioner, we love those that hate us. That's our problem.
Honestly, this hatred extends beyond the shores of Nigeria. Even someone said in embassy in Europe how he was treated being an Igbo man. The same Nigerian was the one in charge of the embassy, but from the West, the way he was treated, he began to ask questions what exactly is happening.
Because hatred is in the stream of their blood. Hatred is in the vein of their Nigerian blood against Biafrans. Against Biafrans. Okay, I will tell you one thing. One British man interviewed Amadou Bello, I think before the independence or after the independence, to say why you people don't want Igbos to remain in North, why you people don't want to do Igbos to handle this thing we're about to leave, they can do it. Amadou Bello telling him that instead of them to allow Igbos to handle anything in the North, because that is what regional government, whom you like, you employ. He said instead of them to have Igbo man in anything of their affairs, they better allow the British to continue handling it for them. Not that Igbo man cannot do it, but they don't want Igbo man to do it because of what Igbo man will do it best. You understand? So that embassy in that Europe was headed by North or West. They will hate you because they have that hatred from home, and they feel if you come there, you will make them, you will take over. Short. That's the only problem Igbos, Biafrans have with other Nigerians. Take over. They are fearing take over. Like now, in Igbo land, in Biafra land, all part of Biafra, if you are a traditional ruler and you are misbehaving, your people will call you and say, we don't want it. See the way you are wrong. If you don't correct, we will rebel against you. They give you warning. If you don't correct, they rebel against. But in the north, in the west, not so. Whatever the traditional ruler said is spam. Whether it's fault or right, it's spam. No argument, no suggestion, no exchange of mind. But it's not so. So all these are part of the thing that made Nigeria to hate us. because we overtake. May God help Biafrans, mostly Igbo extortioners, to understand who hate them and separate themselves from who hate them. Let me tell you the truth. No matter what a man do to a child of his girlfriend, a man has a girlfriend, and that girlfriend has a child, and that child know that that man is not his father, but a girlfriend to a boyfriend to her mother, having affairs with her mother. No matter how that man please that child will never want to call him daddy. That child will never want to call him father because it's not the biological father of that boy.
These are deep wells and full of wisdom. Honestly.
This is what happening to Nigeria, to Biafrans, to Igbos. No matter how they show Nigerians good, no matter how they love Nigerians, both north and west, no matter how you develop them, they will never regard you as a Nigerian because you're not a Nigerian. They never regard you as part of them because you're not part of them.
Indeed, and it's time for the Igbos to go. I must frankly say this without any ambiguity. It is time for the Igbos to realize that they are an independent entity, and of course, you pursue that cause. Your parting words.
My parting words is that what that Yoruba man said, and watch his words or interview or analysis, the man said right. And I thank God that people like that should be coming up to be saying the truth for the whole world to hear. So I say, may God bless that man and bless him and his generation. It shall be well with that man and his generation in Jesus' name. And I want all the whole Biafrans, not only Igbo extortioner, all the whole Biafrans to God to have them, God to give them access to watch that man, to watch the advice that man is telling them, to watch and hear what that man is wanted them to do, wanted them to that they should realize themselves. That's the old part, my parting word to that man and we Biafrans. I am Mr. Paradeni Okokonde in this Republic of Biafra, live by Mazen Namdekalo and his IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazen Namdekalo. Long live Simon Ekpa. Long live Finland and Finland people. Long live Netanyahu and Israel. Long live all our fans all over the world. God bless our fans all over the world, both great and small. Oh Lord, bless them. It shall be well with them in Jesus' name. I commit Nigeria into your Biafra. Ọ na-arahakwa n'ụra. Onye ndị Roba gburugburu na-eche nche mgbe niile. Simon Ekpa arahakwa n'ụra. Ka ihe mere gara ga-eme gị, ọkụ emekwe gị n'aha Jesus Christ. Ụmụ Biafra ka emesịa nọ mbọsị nta ka chọọ n'Owere nchi. Ọ ga-adịra niile na mma n'aha Jesus Christ. Ise, ise, ise.